Hello everyone, welcome back to another patch update video. We've had another one of these little bi-weekly patches from ArenaNet, where again we talk about Ley-line magic. When you log back in, you get this email from Ella McKay in Lion's Arch about the unidentified lodestone that we gave her 2 patches ago. It says, "We've made some headway on our lodestone research. I'd like to discuss it more with you. Please come find me in Lion's Arch as soon as you can, Ella McKay." Okay, so if we travel over here to Lion's Arch and seek her out, we get some new dialogue from her. This patch is not as substantial in terms of new lore really as the other 2 perhaps, but it is pretty cool since it's still connected to the first one. So we run through here quickly over to the Priory Camp in Lion's Arch, and obviously there are some other players around as well, so here she is.
It's a pleasure to see you.
It's nice to see you as well. Great, you've made it. What news do you have? That stone you found, I've never seen a melding of magic energies like that before. Ley-line magic appears to have changed the very nature of what it once was. That's a really cool cool comment there. What should we do now? I'd love to ask her, like, well, what does that mean? But anyway, we need more energy samples from the source, but we need to be cautious. The Priory isn't alone in wanting this energy. What do you mean? Somehow the consortium created a device to capture larger amounts of Ley energy. For a hefty sum, we were able to procure one for our research, but rumor has it that the Inquest have also stolen one. How can I help? A field test has been sent to Blazeridge Steps to try to collect as much Ley energy as possible. You should go help. I'm sure they could use the support. What about the other surges of energy? There's been more Ley-line activity in Mount Maelstrom and Snowdon Drifts. We don't have the resources to send teams there yet, but it is still worth your time. Okay, so let's see here. Show me, please. So the Inquest is trying to capture Ley-line energy, and that can't be allowed to happen. Priority teams will attempt to capture it as soon as there is a major leak of Ley energy. Here, and a third place as well, over on the Soot Road. 3 different locations in Blazeridge Steps. So if we head on over to the Blazeridge Steps, for instance, if we go to the Sanctum waypoint here, there are some new NPCs you can speak to. Specifically this Prior Explorer Willis, who says, Magister Caden is collecting accumulated Ley energy. She could use your help. Show me where they're headed. And then he will give you a rough indication. Here's where they're headed. Down to a Ley energy disturbance. So you can actually see a little escort thing going on down there. So if we head on down to the Soot Road waypoint, check them out. Now I kind of ballsed this up. I spoke to the Priory because I wanted to help them. But as I said, there's also consortium people about, and this little escort is actually for the consortium, not the Priory. But we might as well help them out as well. So we follow around these consortium representatives with their little marmogs. And Manager Flint's says, "No time to talk, I've got a job to do, if you say so." And that's pretty much it. We can't really do much else around here.
That there seems worthy of investigation.
And after finally we reach the location, Manager Flint says, Am I the only one who cares about how long this is taking? What's the hold up? This device is very finicky, and the eggheads in research and development don't send very good instructions. We need to grab that Ley energy and get out of here before the Inquest shows up. Good luck. I love the sort of bureaucratic talk there of the, always blaming the other parts of the company and stuff like that. It's pretty nice. Alright, and we get a new event here. Defeat the Inquest to prevent them from capturing Ley energy coalescence. And suddenly a shit ton of Inquests spawn. And it's all about grabbing... You see this huge yellow blob in the middle of everything? The huge Ley-line coalescence. It will occasionally spew out these little Ley-line energy blobs that you can then feed to the friendly collector over there. The Inquest, as you can see there in the background, also has a collector. And the job is obviously to fill your collector with more Ley-line energy before the Inquest can take it. So it's a fairly simple event, as long as you have enough people, I suppose. Just kill off all the Inquests so that they can't grab any energy, and you just pick up the energy on the ground and give it to the collector, and she'll all be fine. But all of this obviously has sparked a very interesting discussion about why the consortium, the Priory, and the Inquest are all interested in gathering Ley-line magic. By the way, when you finish off the event, it's pretty nice. You get some achievements, obviously, and nice reward as well in the end. No new dialogue though from these NPCs, I'm afraid. I see, yes, a tome of Tyrian mastery there as well if you're level 80. I don't actually know what you get if you're if you do this on a non-level 80 character. And then Manager Flint's just buzzes off.
Better follow me.
But anyway, it sparked a discussion about what these three factions want with this Ley-line energy. And it sort of made me think about, again, the old lore back to when magic was stored in bloodstones. Now these three factions are doing basically what the dragons are doing. That is sort of storing magic and containing it from seeping out into the world. And that line, by the way, from Ella McKay, where they have never before been able to research this type of ley-line energy, that it's a completely new type of magic, basically, which I assume is because of the two dead elder dragons we've just killed. The nature of magic in the world has changed fundamentally because it's all been mixed up now that two huge storages of magic, the two elder dragons, are killed. I assume that's why. I assume that's the lore behind it. But I'm sure that ArenaNet can come up with very interesting stuff because this can't just be random. There has to be some sort of meaning to all of this. Why the Consortium, Priory and Inquest are all part of this race to accumulate as much energy as possible. One can assume that perhaps the Inquest wants it to fuel their research and their whole thing is to use dragon magic for their own sinister purposes. And the Consortium maybe have realized that the capitalistic value of this ley-line energy, almost like a power company now, that they're going to sell it off to the highest bidder later on or something like that. And the Priory are obviously researchers by nature, right? So they should be interested in all this new stuff. But it's really, really interesting. I really look forward to the next patch and see where they take this. But other than that, if we follow this NPC, we can follow him for a very long time. When we finally came back to the end, there wasn't anything really. Absolutely nothing. But anyway, I really, really like that ArenaNet are doing this because it sort of keeps the community buzzed and exciting for when eventually Living World Season 3 is going to drop, which I'm so excited for. And I really, really look forward to the next update, hopefully in 2 weeks. And I'll bring you more news about that then and there as well. But yes, that's enough of me rambling, I think. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. And until next time, me and Flondres say toodaloo. Bye-bye.